Hello YouTubians, and here I have another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle for you guys today. And I lead off with Haxorus here, he leads off with Dugtrio. I go with the Dual Chop because, you know, it's of course going to be sashed. And this is my tank Haxorus, which is just a gimmick in itself, but, you know, works, I guess. So I'm going to go with the Dragon Tail this turn, predicting him to go with his own phasing move, so it worked out very well for me. And I go with another Dragon Tail here, but unfortunately I'm going to miss, which kinda sucks, am I right? So I'm going to switch out here into Deoxys, not to take us, even if he switches out I don't really mind, because I need to get my own rocks up. So now I've got my own stealth rocks up, and he goes with the Toxic, which is but this Pokemon isn't really useful against his team anyway, since he has Whimsicott. And then I get phased into Empoleon, which is unfortunate because this is my physical one, not my special attacking one. So I can't really do much damage to my low tech. If I had Grass Knot then, I could actually a pretty good chunk, but meh. So now in Deoxys again, and I go with the Recover, expecting him to recover, because it's what my low tech does. So he heals up, and then I'm going to go with the oh, I'm going to switch out, but why? The thing I don't get is, though, why did I switch out into Empoleon this turn? I should have switched into Samurott. Because if I switched into Samurott earlier, well, at this turn, I could have just Encored him into a move. Like, right now, but meh. You'll see why it didn't matter. So I get phased down to this thing, and guess what? I am an idiot, and I have a brain fart, and I go with the rest. Because I'm like, oh, he's not going to go after the Dragon Tail, since, you know, I beat him already in that department, but yeah, I failed because I had a brain fart. So now he's just phasing away, and I'm just getting kinda owned here because I have nothing for a phaser on this randomly made team. So I go with the Comic, I expect him to go with a Recover, or maybe even a Toxic, but eh. So this turn I'm going to go with the Encore just to lock him into Light Screen, or any other move that he decides to use. And then I go with the Mega Horn, expect him to switch into Whimsicott, but oh well. So I'm going to switch out here into Giratina. Yes, I did bring in Uber, but eh, he was okay with that. And I get a critical at Shadow Sneak here. I don't know if it mattered, because it's a Giratina. Oh. But then again, it's a mixed attacking one, and that Draco Meteor mist really did matter. This Whimsicott could have been dead. And now time to sound very excited. So he goes with the Substitute, and then I use Draco Meteor, and it lowers my special attack. And now he's getting more HP from Leech Seed. And now he's going to have another Substitute. This is so exciting because you would never see this type of thing on a Whimsicott. Now he goes in right there with the Protect to eat some more of his leftovers, and he messes with his Leech Seed. Oh, that's gotta hurt. And then Haxorus goes with the Dual Chop, and it breaks his Substitute. And then he goes with another Dual Chop, but unfortunately the Whimsicott goes for a Leech Seed because this is so exciting, right? Then Whimsicott goes for Protect and it fails. And it goes with another Protect and it doesn't fail. Then he goes with the Leech Seed. But oh, he gets Encore right into the face. So now he's locked into Leech Seed, but does that matter? No, because he can just switch out. There. So now he's back into my low tech. He expected my Mega Horn, unfortunately. But oh well. And for some reason he has a Citrus Berry on it. I went with Skull to try and get a burn, but unfortunately I didn't get it. Oh well. Now I'm back into Giratina. Oh, and he's Death Orders his Jolteon, so at least that's a free KO for my Draco Meteor. And an overkill critical hit. It's like that really mattered. And he's back into Whimsicott, and he goes for a Leech Seed. And that is horrible. And now the opponent switches into Deoxys, and then Whimsicott goes for substitute. Yes, this is painful. Because we all know Whimsicott is Satan in disguise. So basically it's just gonna be me defaulting Deoxys. Yes, because that's all I can do at the moment. There's no point keeping a poison Deoxys, and I didn't really care about if he switched out or anything to a normal type, because I really don't need this Deoxys at the moment. So now I'm in Crocodile, and I'm gonna go with the Crunch because I was expecting him to overpredict my Pursuit, so free Moxie boost for me! And now he's in my low tech. I go for another Crunchison, of course, since I'm locked into it. I do get the defense draw, but the next turn I'm going to be a bit nice and just switch out. Yes, this makes the battle a lot longer, as you can probably see in the duration. Otherwise, it would have just been a Crocodile sweep, so yeah. But unfortunately, he's back into freaking Whimsicott. But I Dragon Tail it away at least, so like extra has some damage, I guess. You know, Whimsicott when it switches in. So now I'm going to switch out into Mr. VSC because that's all I can really do. I don't want my thing to take Dragon Tail damage because I need him for Dome Chop. No, I don't really need him actually. Now that I think about it, he should have stayed in. So I'm just going to spam Earthquake because that's all I can really do. Because if I switch in Giratina, he's going to just go for the light screen since he knows he's faster now. And yeah. But if only I didn't miss that Draco Meteor, if only that Whimsicott could have just been KO'd so early in the match, which would have been very, very good for me. But this happens, unfortunately. So I switch out to Giratina, and I'm going to go with the Dragon Club, because I was expecting to use Light Screen, but I kind of forgot that it was faster, so yeah, that kind of sucked. And I thought I was going to use Recover again, so I went here. I went with Shadow Sneak Gear to try and get a critical hit, because it would have been nice to KO the Milotic, but no, just no. So I go with another Dragon Dog, because I just want to whittle this thing down a bit. And now he uses Toxic. I'm going to switch the next. Oh, I didn't switch. Okay, I go for another Dragon Claw. Now I'm going to switch into Samurott because I want him to either use Recover the next turn or Toxic, so then I can use Copycat. And this is why Copycat is so useful on my Samurott, because if they try and poison me, I can just poison them back. And unfortunately, that Toxic Mist kind of got me back because I missed my Mega Horn. And now I get dragged out into Giratina. Oh, and there's no point switching out because I only have 5 HP, and I really don't care if he goes for the Light Screen or not, because Toxic Damage will eventually kill him. And if he doesn't faint this turn anyway, I can switch in Crocodile and get the free Moxie boost. And he can't really switch out because, you know, he's at low HP and there's no point keeping a Milotic that will just faint when it switches back in. Well, it won't faint to Stealth, but it will faint to any attack from any of my guys. Besides Samurott, because it's faster than Samurott, except the Iron Ball, but so he just keeps spamming Protect and Substitute, because this is what a Whimsicott likes to do, and I really hate these things, but it just likes using Substitute and Protect. I don't mind a Whimsicott if it doesn't have a Subseed. I don't mind if it doesn't have Subseed because, you know, it's not as annoying, it's a lot more bearable to actually battle. But, because once it gets a Substitute, you're pretty much screwed. Unless if you have a Roar or Whirlwind Phaser, which I obviously didn't because this is a random team and I don't have many Pokemon at the moment for Black and White. So, I was actually expecting them to get KO'd by the Mega Horn this turn, but it didn't actually KO him, which kind of sucked, because I should have just went with the safe Encore, and then, you know, And I don't know why I went with an SD here, since I kind of saw that I had Encore earlier, but I thought, he may overpredict, so I can just, you know, go with the SD, get the free attack boost. Now I switched back into this thing, just as death order, because there's no point keeping it if it's going to faint anyway. So now I switch into Haxorus, and I think, yeah, and he misses his Leech Seed, and I think he's going to forfeit about now. I'm not sure, because I think he ran out of Leech Seed PP, yeah. So that was a bad game! No, it wasn't, but it was a fun battle besides the Whimsicott, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next Pokemon Wi-Fi battle.